Hi guys, we're back again. How are you, Harry?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Oh, same, mate. Same. Nothing changes. Couple of things before we start. Thanks to everyone who's commented on the little video that I put up about the connection between books and trees. We still haven't finished working on that yet. So if you haven't seen it, please go back a couple of videos. And it's only a short one. It's only 6 minutes or so. But leave your comments for us, because we're trying to make this connection between books and trees.
And not only trees, but anything that's planted, anything that's coming out of the ground.
Yeah, pretty much. So in this one, we are going to get back into language, because it was James from James Brockhurst who pointed me in the direction of a guy called the Black Sheep Researcher. I'll leave a link to his video. And he talks about AEIOU being a device. What kind of device? Well, he came up with this. AEIOU, Austria erit in orbe ultima. Austria will be the last surviving country in the world. And it's all over the place. The V is obviously a U, and that dates down the bottom, got no idea. It looks like I, maybe 866, who knows? But the important thing is the double-headed eagle, which we see all over the place. Here it is again, AEIOU. Again, this 1886, I don't know, no idea. The hour flies, not to be called back, the final hour is hidden. Now, this apparently is a translation of the Latin at the bottom of the screen. Now, it's talking about the monogram of the Habsburg Emperor, Frederick III of Austria, AEIOU. Its meaning is speculated upon. Austria is Imperi Orbi Universo. Austria will to rule the world. All the earth is under Austria's rule. Now, this could have been just delusions, but you're going to see something pretty weird in a minute. AEIOU again, and here clearly an army. And here it is on the Theresian Military Academy, which is this building in Austria. The Theresian, well, I'm not even going to try and say that, but that's on its entrance. And the remnant letters IOU, just visible in the photo, are from the former Gothic entrance to a castle. There it is again. Look at the symbolism. Look at all those flags. Look at all the double-headed eagle, the depiction of the crucifixion, and AEIOU again at the bottom. No idea what those symbols mean above the AEIOU, V. And here it is on a coin, AEIOU. No date, but again, the double-headed eagle with a crown, a corona. Here it is on some kind of lock or padlock or whatever it is. And here it is on the Chapel of St. George in Austria. Who does this guy look like, Harry?
No, I couldn't tell you who he looks like. Well, he looks a little bit like the J-Man.
No, I'm thinking it looks a little bit like one of the old kings of England, but I'm not sure which one.
Oh, kind of like Henry VIII.
Yeah, could be Henry VIII. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is again above these doors. A Hearts of Iron 4th mod, whatever that is. But here he's put the 1886. So the arms of the Swabian League was the Red Cross. The arms of the Knights Templar, the Red Cross. The arms of St. George, the Red Cross. The Red Cross. Now, is it me, or does that dude? Well, he's certainly not white, is he?
Not by any stretch of the imagination.
No. The Black Knight of the Swabian League with the St. George's Cross, who's purposely falsely identified as St. Maurice in order to hide his identity.
Maybe they really meant he was the Black Knight.
I think they really are, yeah. Now, the black will come up again when we get to the Black Plague. So historically, the cross appeared on the flags, emblems, and coats of arms of the Swabian League in late medieval Germany. It was a mutual defense association of imperialist states established in 1488, so they tell us. And they're talking about Emperor Frederick III of Habsburg being the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. And here is a depiction of his family. Elite bloodlines, obviously. Not exactly the best looking dude in the world. Not exactly the happiest or most good looking of people.
Not going to win any beauty contests, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I found this one interesting. Now look at this. Look at the color of this guy, and at the bottom it says Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. Okay. This, I just threw this one in. It's got nothing to do with the presentation, but this is a photograph from China from 100 and some odd years ago. Look at the color of the skin. They don't even look like Chinese people. So back to Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor. But if we read the bit below, it says he was the King of Spain. And Charles V was the King of France, who led the country in a miraculous recovery from the devastation of the first phase of the 100 Years' War.
This he's about 200 years earlier than the...
Absolutely, 200 years earlier, yeah. And 10 facts about Charles V. He was known as Charles I of Spain. He died in September of 1558. Okay, and he was also the Holy Roman Emperor, and he was the ruler of the Spanish Empire. I mean, how many jobs has this guy got? Ruthless facts about Charles V, Emperor of Europe. Well, does that look anything like this dude? Holy Roman Emperor Charles V.
Same birth dates.
Same birth dates, but different dude. Now, if you shave that guy's beard off, he looks a lot like this. I mean, look at the guy on the left. I mean, how handsome. Well, who does the guy on the right remind you of? I mean, come on, it's so obvious. They are fucking with us. They are mocking us. All this shit has been entered into our history. It's all a joke. All of it. Austrian Archduke Karl von Habsburg becomes the first royal in the world to be acknowledged with no, but insists he's fine and brands the illness annoying. So Karl von Habsburg, Archduke of Austria, is head of the House of Habsburg-Lorraine, confirmed to Austrian TV and described his illness as annoying. Is self-isolating with a friend. But he also said he's fine, and he branded the virus annoying, adding it's not the Black Plague. Unfrigging believable. Okay, so the first king of Samaria was the first god of Samaria. He was a deified king named Yah, and was known as the Lord of the Flood of the deep waters. The name Yah is the basis of God names from many other cultures, including Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, Janus, Uranus, and Uranos, all gods. The tradition of chanting vowels is very ancient. As this person writes in her article, on the mystical implications of vowel intonations. In ancient Egypt, the laws of music were even engraved on the temple walls. The Egyptians took the 7 vowels. Well, we were always taught there were 5 at school, maybe 6 if you had the Y. The 7 vowels from the Oriental languages and used them as musical characters. Indications to the 7 planets, rah, 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 rah. Now, let's just go down to this bit in italics. I am the great indestructible, what's his word? L-Y-R-E, liar of the whole world, attaining the songs to the heavens. I am the great indestructible liar. L-Y-R-E is it's like a harp, isn't it, Harry?
It is.
Like the same as a harp.
They're dropping truth on us. He's telling us that he's a liar.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, angels are depicted playing harp. So he's telling you he's a liar. Okay, so the 7 vowels. I'm going to hand this over to Harry in a minute. The first 2 are A-E, reversed Yah, spoken as Yah. Yahweh is the God of the Bible. The next one's I-O-U and Y. So A-E-I-O-U-Y, we've talked about this before. God, I owe you, Y. Well, what about the 7th? Well, I looked into this. We know that the W is written the way it is. It's actually a double V. The Welsh language uses W as a vowel. And the English language borrows a number of words from Welsh. And this is the case with cwn, which means valley and pronounced like coon, as well as crwth, which is a stringed instrument and pronounced sounds like crwth. So A-E-I-O-U-W-Y. There's your 7 vowels. Connects right back into Harry's presentation last time about the number 7. And we kind of put this together. So A-E-I-O-U-W and Y. Adam, Eve, Isis, Jesus, Osiris, Uranus, we, Yaldabaoth, or Yahweh. Now, Harry, can you explain the we?
Well, I did kind of look over the vowels. I knew you were going to take this route, so I kind of took the more traditional route. But let me just start off with just going over the vowels one more time, just based on maybe the way we were taught in school. And a lot of educators even today are starting to say things like, these don't necessarily follow the rules like we learned when we were children. But the A, E, I, O, and U, like you did reverse the A and the E to make it EA, which does make the Yah sound. And then from there, we get the types of names of God, of the Yah, the Yahweh.
Well, if you remember, Harry, there used to be it's called a grapheme in English, where the A and the E were actually written as one symbol. Used to be used in words such as encyclopedia, Caesar, where you actually had the A and the E linked together.
Or the word Aegean.
Yeah.
Aegean. And those that I've heard it called a digraph or a ligature, so where they're connected, right?
Okay.
So we could get some of those God names like Yahweh, and you have Yahweh or Yahuda, and in some cases, when you look back at the history of the Hebrews, at some point they stopped saying the name of their God because it was too holy to mention, and eventually they forgot the name. So some of the people who were making fun of them, like their captors, would sometimes say, "Oh, look at those Yahoos," and it was like a derogatory term. And even to this day, we know that a Yahoo is a fool. So
search engine.
Yeah, that's derogatory. So anyway, so we don't get this to go too long. When we look at even other languages, we had to always leave the English and try to see where else we can go. And I ran into an interesting, it's not IOU, but it's OUI. And if you speak French, you know that means it's we, and it means yes. So what else does Yah mean? If you're answering a question, yeah, it could be Yah, yeah.
Well, as I said to you earlier, South African people, they don't say yes, they say yeah.
Yeah.
That's why in Australia they're known as Yarpies. It's like it's not a derogatory term. It's just like a nickname that we give to South African people. We call them Yarpies.
Identify. Yeah, to identify them. And it's just such an easy way of expression. Yeah. I mean, I just said it too. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems it's kind of natural. So like I said, OUI spells we in French, which means yes. So could it be that we are Yahweh?
Well, the Bible does say, "Know ye not ye are gods." So could the W represent the we, the us? Yeah. And as you said earlier, you know, the W inverted becomes an M, and that's me.
And we've heard of what the me or the meh is, and the meh is the God, right?
Yes.
And, you know, even the word the I am is the me, the I am.
I am, yeah. And again, you know, we know that they love putting truth drops in movies and on the TV and that, and all cartoon characters have three fingers. You know, you look on The Simpsons or any of them. What's that other one? Oh, I've forgotten. But they all have three fingers, and of course, oh yeah, but Nigel, that's Mason. That's Mason. That's the hidden hand. Well, is it? How do we know that? That's just a rumor, really. We don't know that it's we know it's associated with it, yeah. But I mean, does the three fingers have a connection to what we're just talking about, the W and the M?
Yeah,
we don't know.
I think we live in a reverse economy. We live in an upside down world where everything is turned around.
Absolutely. So, everything's inverted.
So the we could be the me. It could be just telling us that if the M and the W are inverted, it could be that the relationship between God and us, or each of us individually, it could be that we are fractals of the source. It could mean that we are just the source ourselves. And it could mean a lot of things. It's just your research will determine what you ultimately will comprehend and understand.
Absolutely. But again, it's another connection to the seven. And I before we came on air, I was telling Harry that I found a little recipe for the original flu. SHOT. Yeah. Now get this: garlic, onion, ginseng root, ginger root, cayenne pepper, green onion, and turmeric. Garlic, onion, ginseng root, ginger, cayenne, green onion, turmeric. 7 ingredients. Nothing to see here, guys. Please move along.
I guarantee you that was not administered in a jab.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to cut this short because you know how they're screwing with us. So we'll catch you on the next one.
All right. Good night.
See you later.